Hey, all you minions and mercenaries! It's time for episode 24 of Behind the Heroes, where we take an in-depth look at the heroes of the Storm. And we have a very special episode for you this time, as we are going to take a look at the new kids on the block, Cho'gall, who is a two-headed ogre. Ogre? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's an ogre. And he's actually controlled by two different players. This is a two-player hero. It's extremely unique. I don't know entirely how this is gonna work with queuing and stuff, but we're gonna take a look at him because you can play as either Cho or Gall. And note that Cho. Well, we'll get to that. First, let's get to. We'll start with Cho, and we'll take a look at his abilities. We've got Surging Fist, wind up for at least 1 second, temporarily slowing yourself. Then reactivate to charge in a direction. Enemies in your path are knocked aside and take damage. We've got Consuming Blaze. Ignite nearby enemies, dealing damage over 4 seconds. If this hits an enemy, gain 272 health over 4 seconds. Okay. So it does damage. If it hits heroes, then you heal yourself. Calm down there, Cho. We have Rune Bomb. Roll a bomb, dealing 91 damage to enemies in its path. Gall, which is your other head there, can use Runic Blast to detonate it to deal damage in an area. So this is definitely a coordination hero, and you've got to be on your game. Then we have his Cho's heroic abilities. Hammer of the Twilight. Passively increase basic attack damage by 25%. Activate to swing the hammer to deal 156 damage. Push enemies away and stun for 0.75 seconds.
Hurry! Destruction waits for no outcome.
Yeah, I'm hurrying. We got a lot to go over here, guys. And then we have his other heroic ability, Upheaval. After 1 second, pull enemies towards your direction, slowing them by 25% for 3 seconds and dealing 50 damage. And note the combat trait is two-headed, which Gall is permanently attached to you and goes wherever you go, which means that Cho controls the movement here. If you've ever played Abathur, basically Gall is going to be like a permanent Abathur hat. Just going to be stuck on you forever. And we can switch over to Gall and take a look at his abilities, because he has his own set. He's controlled by a different player. We've got Shadow Flame, deal 147 damage to enemies in the area. We have Dread Orb, throw a bomb that will bounce 3 times, dealing 148 damage to enemies. And then the aforementioned Runic Blast, detonate Cho's Rune Bomb, dealing 274 damage around it. So that's definitely coordination, because you can't use this ability unless Cho throws one out there. So then we have his heroic abilities, Shadow Bolt Volley, unleash 20 Shadow Bolts over 4 seconds, each dealing 103 damage to the first target hit. The bolts fire towards your mouse. So it's kind of like if you've done, it looks like it's kind of like Diablo's Lightning Breath, where you just have to aim it after you've cast it. Then his other ability is Twisting Nether. After 1 second, nearby enemies are slowed by 40% while you channel up to 5 seconds. Activate to deal 342 damage. So you slow them and then do damage at a moment of your choosing. And again, your combat trait is you're attached to Cho. You go where he goes, and you're immune to stun and silence effects. That could be interesting. Because while Cho is not immune, it looks like Gall is. And let's take a look at their skins before we try to figure out this mess right here. We got their standard skin here with kind of an orange tint there, and kind of a sickly green, bluish green tint there. Then we've got Master Cho'gall. Progression. I think that just means you have to get to level 10 to unlock it, and then you gotta buy it still. And then there's the color tints for Master Cho'gall. And then we've got Corruptor Cho'gall. Interesting sort of a shadowy hidden armor there. Not bad. I'm just gonna go with some let's just go with some standard Cho'gall. There's enough to worry about. It is. And we're gonna have to start this out with Cho, and we're gonna have to back this out and then try it again with Gall, which just means this episode's gonna run probably a bit longer than past ones. So we'll start set level. No, level's already set to 20. Excellent. Well, we'll just stick right there, and we'll start with our level 1 talents. We have Surging Dash, increased Surging Fist range and speed. Blazing Bulwark, Consuming Blaze reduces incoming basic attacks, so there's a sustain there. And Fuel for the Flame, Regen Globes and Power Consuming Blaze. So gather Regen Globes to increase your next Consuming Blaze heal by 50%. Okay. So in either sustain to take less damage or sustain to get more healing off of it. we're just gonna punch things. Then at level 4 we have a Ruined Gauntlet, Rune Bomb, and Powers basic attacks. So your next basic attack is increased by 75%. We have Rollback, Rune Bomb returns, damaging enemies in its path. Whoa, that's gonna make coordinating with Gall a lot more complicated, I think. And then we have Seared Flesh, increased basic attacks against Consuming Blaze. So basic attacks against targets inflicted by Blaze are 25% more damage. Okay, we're going to do Return. Sure, why not? We'll see how this computer-controlled Gall is going to handle this, or if he's just going to be dead weight here. You doing okay there, Malfurion? Okay, great. And we have level 7 abilities, Power Surge, reduce Surging Fist warm-up, and increase its width. Which that seems pretty nice. Get that punch out quicker. We have Fire Eater, basic attacks against Consuming Blaze targets heal you. Another sustain. Then we have Frenzied Fist. Surging Fist increases attack speed. And we're going to just increase the warm-up so we can get that ability out there quicker. And then we have the heroic abilities. I'm going to start with Hammer of Twilight. Then at level 13 we have Runic Feedback. Runic Blast reduces Runic Bomb cooldown. So if he blows it up, then you can cast it quicker. Okay, so that's, again, more coordination. We have I Am Hurrying. Hurry Up Oath no longer fades and lasts longer. What is Hurry Up Oath? Increases the duration of Gall's Hurry Up Oath. Did we miss that ability? Or is that his Z ability? Increases the duration of Gall's Hurry Up Oath with 1 second and no longer fades over time. Okay, so I think that's a speed burst on Gall that we'll probably have to see in the next cycle here. Then we have Molten Block. Activate to become invulnerable. Okay, well, I can't argue with invulnerability. But, we're just going to throw this on there. And then we have our level 16 abilities. Twilight Veil. Consuming Blaze reduces incoming ability damage. Another sustain there. Surge of Stamina. Surging Fist grants resistance. Reducing all damage taken by 25% for 4 seconds. So you can, it's a good initiator. You can dive right into the battle and not die immediately. Then we have Crippling Blow. Surging Fist massively slows enemies. Yeah, sure, we'll do that for this since we're only going to be going up against one enemy. Then our level 20 Storm Powers, we have Cthulhu's Gift. Basic attacks are now ranged and slow targets. And we have Favor of the Old Gods. Upheaval grants resistance. So we're using resistance now as if it's an actual ability or an actual thing that they've created. Like a buff. And then we have the Will of Gall. Gall can make you unstoppable. Gall can activate Will of Gall to make you unstoppable for 2 seconds. I think we'll just stick with this one right now, and let's get into this. And are you having trouble there, Malfurion? Oops. Well, apparently I engaged that one too early. And yeah, it looks like Gall did fire a Shadow Bolt up there, so we're just gonna throw that out there. Is he gonna blow it up? Blow it up! Blow it up! No, blow it up! Blow it up! Okay, well, Gall is just only half here. And what's Consuming Blaze? Okay, so we're going to see if we can get this to work. Yeah, that's great, Gall. So we see Gall, that's his bouncing ability, and we just throw that out there. I don't know if Gall will trigger that off. Okay, so let's get this hammer out here. Oh. Okay, so it's just a single swing. I thought it was actually might actually be an ability that you have for a certain duration. Okay, so you gotta make sure you really want to use the Q ability. Otherwise, you're gonna kind of be stuck in it. And let's just do a quick reset of talents. And so I can show you the upheaval here, and it doesn't really matter what we're using here. Okay, so let's show the upheaval. Oops. Okay, so that's the upheaval. Wait, what was this ability again? Activate to put yourself in stasis. Oh, I must have been just what I... Okay, so that's just a stasis field. That's kind of a cool effect. That must have just been one of the random things that we clicked on. Can't believe I didn't kill him. Okay, so that's Cho. Oh, we can switch right to Gall. So let's switch to Gall.
Choose a talent.
No, oh, Gall's gonna... let's reset. Refresh forts. Gall, or Cho, you need to settle down here. I need to pick abilities here. All right, well he's just gonna have to go for a little while we sit here and pick abilities. We have level 1 ability Shadow Flare, increases Shadow Flame width. We have Spurred Onward. I guess I could scroll over here so we can actually see what's going on. I have Spurred Onward, damaging heroes, reduces Hurry Up Oath cooldown, and then we have Eye of Kilrog. Place an eye that grants vision. Okay, so that's just a vision granter. We're just going to increase the Shadow Flame width. And right there's the Hurry Up Oath, increase your movement speed by 60%. This effect decays over 3 seconds. Okay, so Gall does have an ability to give you some speed burst. Then we have level 4, Bombs Away, increases Cho's Rune Bomb range. So you can take an ability that buffs Cho's ability. And I'm just going to detonate that there because he threw it out there, and that's the thing I wanted to do. Okay, so we have Siphoning Runes. Runic Blast heals when hitting heroes. And Double Back. Dread Orb third bounce reversed. That's interesting, but we want to see how that works. I'm sure we can imagine how that works. So we're just going to increase the Rune Bomb range. And then we have at level 7, Edge of Madness. Increases Shadow Flame damage to nearby enemies. So increases Shadow Flame damage by 20% against nearby targets. Bonuses gradually reduce the further away the target is. Okay, so it's a close. But what are you doing, Cho? I don't know what he's doing here. We have Double Trouble, increased Shadow Flame damage against consuming blaze targets. So that's a combo with one of Cho's abilities. And we have Dark Descent, increases Runic Blast damage with takedowns. Increases Runic Blast damage by 5% every time you get a hero takedown up to 20%. These bonuses are lost upon dying. Okay, so that's a hard ability, I think, to keep stacked up. And I wanna take this Double Trouble thing. And then we have our level 10 abilities. I'm gonna start with Shadow Bolt Volley. Then at level 13 we have Rising Dread. Dread Orb damage increases each bounce. Okay, so it increases the damage. Speed of Twilight. Dread Orb grants bonus movement speed. Can we refresh the forts here? Oops. Well, I'm sorry there, Cho. We're gonna die now here. Dread Orb grants bonus movement speed. When Dread Orb hits an enemy hero, gain 30% movement speed. Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of screwed us over there, didn't I, Cho? But I blame you. Then we have Dread's Shield. Dread Orb grants a shield. So when Dread Orb hits an enemy hero, gain a shield. Okay. I'm gonna get increasing damage. We're going to be increasing dead here in a second. So let's see if... Oh, we got through the gate. We got through the gate, so we're going to be fine. We have... okay, level 16. Twilight Nova. Dread Orb launches 2 extra bombs. After first bounce, 2 extra bombs bounce to the side once. That looks interesting. We have Giant Scorcher. Increases Shadow Flame damage to heroes. Then we have Shove. Nudge Cho a short distance. We have to actually try that, but I want to try these 2 extra bombs first. And then we have our hero powers, Shadow Fury, Shadow Bolt Volley pierces, hitting all enemies in its path. We have the Nether's Call, increased twisting Nether's slow and damage. And then we have Psychotic Break, keep casting after death. Upon dying, you can continue to use abilities for 10 seconds. That is interesting, but I don't know if we're going to be able to easily get that one to trigger, because we'd have to kill him. And look, he was behind those gates and he survived. So this Shadow Bolt pierces. And if we could just wait, can I just switch here and keep maintain talents? Oh no, I can't do it and maintain talents. Refresh the forts here. Okay, so we want to do this again. Bomb range, that Shadow Bolt. Increased damage, 2 extra bombs. Okay, there we go. I was able to recover that one pretty quick. Go throw a Shadow Flame out there. Oh, I didn't cast that. And oh, see, like you can actually control how it goes. So I just throw that out there, and it misses completely. So let's just see if we can't just fire some Shadow Bolts. That's nice. I do like that. Cho, can we get in range to actually aim at something? Yeah, I'm just shooting at that. Yep. Wow, that actually did quite a lot of damage. And I'm not paying attention to these rune bombs at all. Can we get another rune bomb? Rune bomb? I want to trigger it again. Fine, I'll just fire one of these out. Okay, so if we can reset talents. And I'm going to try Av Kilrog. That thing's adorable. I love it. Bomb range. That's fine. Okay, Twisting Nether. Which was the damage? Which other one wanted to try? Oh, Shove. We wanted to try Shove. And slow damage. So we'll try activating that. Oh, we didn't get anyone to slow it with. Get him. Oh, we'll just trigger that off. Alright, give him a shove. No, go that way. Okay, so that's how that works. I want to shove him again. And let's throw out another Eye of Kilrog because the thing's adorable. I love it. No, go in there. Go in there. Okay, so that is Cho'gall. I don't know how this thing is going to actually work in practice, or how you're going to queue up as him. Can you only queue with a friend? Because if I just solo queue as Cho, do I have to wait for someone as Gall Cho? How does this work in Hero League? Because if I pick one of them, then someone's got to pick the other one. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm loving the way this works. I don't know how it's going to work in practice, but I'm going to have a lot of fun trying to figure it out with somebody. So I hope you enjoyed this look at yet another unique hero from Heroes of the Storm. Blizzard keeps coming up with some good stuff. And we have Cho'gall. Can Gall dance? It doesn't look like Gall can dance. So I hope you enjoyed this extended look at Cho'gall, and have a day.